Hello YouTubers and welcome to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as Nordic Sweden. We've got some territory to dish out to vassals and a 56-year-old king apparently named Bjorn Ironside. Which is quite an interesting name. I've noticed actually from poking around a bit that his grandson's also named Bjorn. Or at least I think that's Bjorn. That could be like Jigabella for all I know. It's just enough got a high intrigue. So we've got some succession sorted out here. We've got a lot to do. Livonia appears to be doing pretty well, though Novgorod here is sort of rebelling against them. There's also a war going on between these two, which I've just noticed from looking down here, just at a quick look. I haven't played any. This is exactly where we left off before, but I've just been noticing all this stuff. Where these guys are trying to conquer those guys. But they're failing, which is good, because I really don't want a united Denmark. That's what I was looking for, Denmark, because they could be a problem to us. So the territory I'm gonna all give to our son, so he has more prestige when he takes over. A temple and 2 cities in Finland. Can't imagine there were any big cities in Finland at this point, or that there are any now. But still. And yeah, those truces will be there for a long time. So we're going to declare a war, take over this little territory here, because after all, that's what we're doing, conquering Finland. When we're finished, we'll then declare 2 wars just to take these 2 at the same time. So if you got any suggestions for what we should do, maybe invade Ireland or parts of other parts of Britain, because that's something I'd like to do, but obviously we haven't got around to it yet, then do post a comment. My remark in the first video that it would probably get about 12 views, which was obviously, you know, a joke, actually seems to be pretty wrong, because at the moment it's got, I think, 7 or 8 at the time of recording this, which is not much, but it's more than I expected. So we're getting our army together. There's really no point throwing this couple hundred over. There would be if it was a more important war, but it's not like we're really going to lose it. Oh, a bishop, a preacher, the service of Lotharinger has arrived and spread the gospel, blah blah blah. I'm going to imprison him and stuff. There's no way I'm converting to Christianity. At least, no, not at all. Not at all. Because after all, this is called Nordic Sweden Let's Play. It's not called Sweden Let's Play. Unfortunately, we haven't had any kids yet that I've been able to name, because I did say I'd name them all something stupid, which I will. But I can't at the moment because we haven't had any. Oh wow, there's been a lot more Russian rebellions against Livonia going on. Some Russian and some Finnish, actually. That could be interesting. If they all break up into little countries, we could conquer them all later. So that's probably a good thing. Ooh. As you watch some birds darting nimbly through the air, you find yourself wondering why it is that men cannot do the same. There have been unsuccessful attempts to make flying contraptions in the past, but clearly these designs were all conceived by fools. Building a machine that can fly will help your learning. That would be an excellent way for our character to die. I've never seen this before, but I really would like to see that. Just, if it works, how funny would it be? Right, that war's ended. And so is that siege. And so is our war, actually. We're at 100%. Enforce demands, get the land. Nice little Swedish coast here. Yep, no united Denmark, which is really good for us. Hell, I might even make my son sort of Lord of Finland, as it were, because I'm giving him all this territory over there. And we'll give our grandson, if he's in our court, some land as well. We'll make him the Count of Nyland. There we are. In your quest to build a flying machine, you spend countless hours with dusty old tomes and parchment in an effort to learn about all the failed attempts to fly. Lest you repeat the mistakes, you are finally at the point where you can feel you have learned enough to begin constructing a prototype. This does not sound good. This really sounds bad. Again, as a 58-year-old man, he's probably wise enough to not be the most stupid guy in the world. We can righteously imprison someone. 27% chance. He's our marshal, and he's planning to kill whoever that is. He wants to become king of Norway, actually, so he could be dangerous. Plus, he's only a double count. He's not even a duke, so sod it. We'll try and arrest him. Hopefully, he will actually rebel. Yes, because then we can confiscate his territory and give it to someone else. Because you can confiscate the territory of traitors, but if they don't run and you just arrest them, they're not traitors technically. Oop. At least not in the game's eyes, right? See, look, a little bit of territory. It's pathetic. Ooh. The prototype of your flying machine is nearing completion, but it'll probably be ill-advised to pilot the thing on yourself on its main flight. Fortunately, you know several promising candidates who would probably be pressured to take this heroic leap of faith on your behalf. Oh god, someone's going to die. The dog belonging to the blacksmith's daughter, local dung gatherer and dog's booty, I don't know. Otis, the cook's overweight son. Okay, the idea of a Norwegian or Swedish man named Otis going in a medieval flying machine sounds awesome, so Otis it is. And it's definitely gone badly, I think. You find a suitably steep cliff from which to launch the maiden flight of your machine. Otis agrees to be strapped into the contraption, especially after you bribe him with sweets. You give him a gentle push over the cliff and leave the rest to fate and the wind. He plummets down like a sack of stones. Ah, that's sad. Trailing the breeze. Otis, move your leg if you're still alive. You hurry down. After carefully examining the wreckage of your flying machine, you conclude that the physique of Otis was simply too much for its frame to bear. At any rate, the ungrateful boy now refuses to have anything to do with your machines. It looks like you will have to fly the next one yourself. Know that thing's a death trap, or sod it, I'll do it. I actually really want to die now. This is going to be the best way to die. It would be great. With a new and improved flying machine, you return to the cliff. Otis waits below, as you will take the fateful plunge yourself this time. You close your eyes and leap off the cliff. For a few seconds, you feel the wind pushing past your face until something soft breaks your fall. It is Otis. I was flying, Otis. Did you see, Otis? So we fall and crush the lad. Despite your efforts, it seems the secrets of flight will have to be uncovered by future generations. Yeah, you're telling me. Your attempts may have been unsuccessful, but you have learned much about the value of science and scholarly research. Your learning has improved. Aw, kind of wish we'd died on that, because that would have been a great thing to see, you know. Died attempting to fly in June of 879. In the chaos of battle, your men managed to corner this guy. We killed him. We killed the guy who wanted to take the land from. He resisted before we slew him. So who's this guy then? Oh, we killed a 4-year-old. A 4-year-old is now the guy who we're trying to attack. His regent will be the one leading the country, but it's still kind of weird that we're fighting now against a 4-year-old. Kind of feels bad now. We've got an open council position. Oh yeah, because he was a marshal, wasn't he? Research military tech in... Let's send him over to Lapland. That'd be quite funny to just have him freezing up north for a while. I'm sure even the Swedes find find Lapland cold. Oh, our domain size has gone down, so now I'll have to give some. Oh, our wife's incapable. Aww. Right, anyway. Son, it's time to give you a little shitty piece of land again. Oh, we can't give him any. Aww. Let's give him, let's make a court chester for a while. I just want to do that. Right. So let's give it to our grandson then. Give him that pathetic county there. Right. Let's just keep that seed now. Yeah, sod it, just attack. Part 1 seems to have lasted really long now, because it's the most we've done was in part 1. And we've essentially done very little so far in this part, and there's not long left, so... right, okay, we could take either that land or this land. Well, that land looks like it's in a better position, but this land's bigger, so... He will hate us for it, but our vassals will not object. Can we take this one? Yeah, our vassals will not object. So he's just nothing now. Let's release him. At least he'll be out. And then we'll give the land to, I think you guessed it, Bjorn. Bjorn the Second. Oh, we can even make him a Jarl. Great idea. Yeah, Jarl. Right. So, our army's a bit diluted, but I think we're fine to go into a couple of wars. Specifically for Finnmark and for whatever this land's called. Kemi. And hopefully after these are finished, I'll remember to go over and invade parts of Ireland and Wales, because they seem like the easiest places in Britannia to take over at the moment. And hopefully, as much as I like this guy and I hope he lives into his 70s, hopefully we'll get to play as someone who has a chance of having kids we can name. Yeah, because he has an 8-year-old, so he can have more kids. Oh, the Livonians like us more. Is that the same guy who has a really high skill? Yeah, 19. How old is he? 40, so he won't be there forever. But he's not old. Oh, we will. I like the illness in this game, by the way. It's cool because, just like in real life, you'll survive it most of the time, but you occasionally just get something that kills you. Like you can get a disease, and because the medicine at the time wasn't that good, it's quite historically accurate that they wouldn't know whether or not it was something serious. Which is why people were always afraid of the common cold, because you didn't know over the, oh, our wife's died. Instantly remarry. Someone young. Well, young for him, a 29-year-old. Oh, whoa. That's not a lot of prestige. What was I saying? Yeah, that's why they were so afraid of the common cold, because they didn't know whether or not it was something that would kill them. And the common cold could kill them. Right, let's find someone for him to marry. Someone random. This 22-year-old. Minus 200. Oh, oh, she's a priestess. Okay, let's look again. He's all priestess. Yes, there's something like that. We'll leave it for now. He doesn't really need a wife yet. He can wait until the war's over. Let's crush this army. Because after all, in Old Gods, the armies become... I think they become more important. Like, they have a higher war score effect if you defeat them. There we are. Oh, there's been a oh, the Chemis. The Kevins are causing some trouble. See, it really doesn't matter, because if we just take it one at a time, we'll still do fine. Take it one at a time, and we'll do fine. Left these 300 here. Tell you what, I'll just move them around to here, and then we'll bring these two groups in and take over them, and just defeat the army separately. But that'll be all in the next part, in part 4, because my timer over here is saying we're approaching the 15th minute. So that's the end of this part. That's the end of part 3. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you go and watch part 4. And please do like, subscribe, or tell someone. That's more or less it. Bye.